Now that we spent more time with the Nexus 6, we can kind of get more into it. The Nexus 5 is actually a fan favorite, but fell short on the battery life and the camera department. So in 2014, we're going to see if Motorola can do better and create a better and pure Android experience for you. So let's dive into it. So you already know the specs. We already talked about some of that in the first look. So now we're going to dive into the display. This is one of the areas where Google and Motorola decided to upgrade. So with the 5.9-inch 2K AMOLED display, you can see the higher quality and different things going on. With the panel being AMOLED, the colors are a bit slightly saturated, as all, they're a little bit more richer than they should be, than they usually are, but it's fine. It's not completely blown out. Blacks look good. Everything looks good on this, so it's actually a great display for all your viewing pleasure. With the quad-core 805 CPU and 3 gigs of RAM inside, I have no doubt that this thing will keep you running like new throughout the 2 years of your contract for those of you who didn't get the unlocked version. This thing handles no problem. It's a true beast on overall performance on all angles. Also with gaming, with the Adreno 420 GPUs, handles pretty well as well. Probably not as well as the Tegra K1, but just as good. And you can see games that I obviously suck at. On the battery side of things, the 3220 milliamp battery is pretty massive, but Motorola does as much as it can to kind of keep it powered. But that screen keeps it from being great. I've gotten, for extreme heavy uses, I got maybe about 6 hours of battery life, and that's heavy, heavy usage. Moderate wise, I got a little over a day. So the turbocharger only has a maximum effect only when the battery is low. So don't expect it to charge it full when you're only at 60% or so, for those of you who don't know. In the comments, a lot of you guys want to know what the sound sounded like. So here's a comparison between the Nexus 6 and the HTC M8.
When I get down on my luck, I hide behind my eyes in Hollywood. They're saying what you know, but who you need to know someone to know no one. When I get down on my luck, I rolling up and roll around. I buy my lonesome, lost some years I used to know my favorite. When I get down on my luck, I hide behind my eyes in Hollywood. They're saying what you know, but who you need to know someone to know no one. When I get down on my luck, I rolling up and roll around. I buy my lonesome, lost some years I used to know. Take this and flood my Rolexes. This black on black is a blessing. Black on black crime on my weapon. I protect mine on my mama. Them these my usher confessions. Let it burn. TTNT on the section. TPs and mansions. I rested. Take this and flood my Rolexes. This black on black is a blessing. Black on black crime on my weapon. I protect mine on my mama. Them these my usher confessions. Let it burn. TTNT on the section. TPs and mansions. I rested.
So while the Nexus 6 is a bit louder, boom sound actually pumps out the voice a bit better. So moving on to the software side of things, we have Android Lollipop or Android 5.0. We already talked about some of the features in the Nexus 9 review, but we're just going to dive into a little bit more right now. So kicking things off is tap and go. It's a cool way of using NFC and Bluetooth to take my info from my OnePlus One and put it onto my Nexus 6. So you just literally, during the setup process, you literally hold the backs together, and all your information will transfer over rather than having to sign in and re-download and log into everything. It's a quicker way of setting up, and it's genius, it's brilliant. It's like, finally, thank you. Google's keyboard gets a paint job as well, so it's just floating letters, and you still have the ability to swipe, and everything else pretty much works the same. It just looks a whole lot better. I know you've seen it 1,000 times, but this is the notifications sit there, and then you swipe it again, and that's how you get your quick settings and all that jazz. The recently opened apps actually shows your tabs, your Chrome tabs are there as well, so that's how you access your multiple tabs in Chrome now. So to wrap things up, we give the Nexus 6 an A. It is an ideal phablet for entertainment, performance, and of course stock Android. Um, it offers a whole bunch of new things with material design. It has two new default apps for Google Helpouts and Google Express. None of the Moto X voice features are available. You just have OK Google, and everything else is Lollipop, which is awesome. It looks awesome, and it just gives you a completely different experience. So it's like, why not? While it is an awesome device, Lollipop is still the main draw. You still have to choose between the Note 4, the G3, the Moto X, the M8, Droid Turbo, or even a OnePlus One. And with the price tag of $649 on lock and AT&T announced their pricing for $249 on contract, this is really going to kind of be for family owners or those of you who want a pure Nexus experience. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.